Okay, good morning, everybody, for Wednesday, the 5th of April. High pressure continues to have some establishment over the continent and into Scandinavia. Over the top of us, we are starting to see a more Atlantic influence heading our way. That's midnight last night, with it's remaining as it is now. But as you can see, warm front just sat at midnight over the Irish Sea. As we go into midday today, you can see that warm front is starting to push its way inland across the western parts of Wales, and it will be with us, no doubt, mid-afternoon from the looks of it. So go through into the next couple of days, it remains sort of Atlantic and low pressury. So I imagine, unfortunately, that for the next 48 hours, it's not looking quite as nice as it has been. Good news is, though, for the weekend, whilst there is a low pressure system sitting out just to the southwest of Iceland, it does look like there'll be at least a couple of good days for weather over the Easter period. But for today, increasing amounts of clouds, reducing amounts of sun, and eventually some rain. The winds at height, well, they've started to come round as the Atlantic takes influence. As you can see on here, somewhere between 240 at 5 to 220 at 20. I think if we look in our area, it's probably going to be southwesterly at 10 to 15 knots at flying heights. And the satellite picture over the UK, well, if it's been a bright start for you, it's not going to get any brighter, I'm afraid, because as you can see, that area of cloud and rain is starting to move over towards us. Now, as we look at rain alarm, you can already see that there is actually a fair amount of rain sat around. I don't think it's going to get here particularly quickly. It may be picking up other things on the radar too, but it certainly isn't going to be quite the day that we probably had hoped for. That front definitely has sped up a bit. Your public forecast for today then, top temperature of 8 degrees, southwesterly winds, and a sort of moderate to good visibility. As you can see, throughout the afternoon, it starts to go downhill, and I imagine we'll be putting the gliders away not long after lunch. That's generally in line with what GFS thinks, sort of 8 and 7s, and dew points of around 6 this afternoon as that moisture air moves through. It's not too much to say from David's forecast, and pretty much the picture outside currently is lots and lots of high-level cloud. Odium are currently reporting scattered at 10,000 feet, and I'll just get a meter up for you if I can find one. So Odium haven't obviously woken up yet, but I'm expecting it to say that the weather is deteriorating as the day goes on. Have a look. Yes, so looking at this afternoon, it does look as if whilst the cloud's going to be high initially, it does look that by sort of 2 o'clock, we are going to be heading into a period of poorer weather with clouds probably sub 1,000 feet as we go on. Yeah, so yeah, prop 30 of showers after 2 o'clock this afternoon, but few at 4.5 until then. Nothing much in the way of soaring, I'm afraid, today. Potential flight distance is that there might be some weak isolated thermals up to 2,000 feet at the beginning of today, but I don't think there's going to be much more than that. And your airspace for today then, there's a restricted area temporary between, let's have a look where it is again. It's quite complex. Pretty much Coningsby area, Lincolnshire, all the way down to sort of Windsor. So double check if you are going anywhere near that corridor in a powered aircraft that you don't bump into that. That'll be during the middle part of the day. Other things going on, South Cerney active with parachuting. The place to the west of Benson is active with parachuting. Abingdon active with parachuting. Little Rissington ATZ is active. Weston on the Green active with parachuting. And other than that, I think, and parachuting at Silverstone as well. Check the NOTAMs in more detail if you are planning to fly cross country. Operationally today, we're going to be on 27 with an offset. So we'll be launching from here and we'll have the winch somewhere near the bund over here. Grass is usable, soft but usable, and get standard aeroturn operation from there. No jet movements today. That's quite simple. And yeah, we'll try and make the most out of this morning. See you on the airfield.